Okay, so the deli up the street hired a young Indian individual at a store that's, and they was putting things inside my Black and Miles, right? That was making me feel depressed, making my teeth chip, all different types of shit, attacking my psychological, right? And that corner store hired an Indian individual to work there who was heavily involved with my situation, was secretly recording me playing all different types of games, disrespecting me. He pulled a knife out on me. The actual guy at the corner store pulled a knife out on me. Then we zoomed to phone companies, of me going to phone companies and them having lookalikes of Home Depot workers. With one of the stores that I went to, they had a Spanish woman and an Indian individual in the store of me purchasing the phones, right, from these individuals. So I said that the corner store, CVS, cell phone stores on Staten Island are all connected. The deli that's up the street and the activities and what was happening over there is connected to cell phone companies. It's connected to CVS, which is connected to the Staten Island Hospital, which is connected. This is a Staten Island judicial system. So this morning I was watching something where they had on the news, they had an Indian individual talking about it was bad at once and then he switched sides. His son saved. No. He was placed there at that deli. He was placed there at that deli to subliminalize Home Depot. He was placed at that deli. I told you before of me going to that store and the store connected to it, and them subliminalizing energy that was being given off in my apartment of me being mad or me being angry or this is that. So the people who live directly below me are a part of this game, or obviously are a part of this situation. That's obvious. For them to be leaking mental health medicines and vapors into my bedroom, all of this shit is connected. One of the things I said the other day, this is getting uploaded all immediately. All of these activities on Staten Island involving the law and the Staten Island judicial system, and this is that. All of these activities are connected. Connecting, collecting lawsuits like fucking Pokemon. All of these activities connected. I have individuals around me banging on the wall about subliminalizations of things that they had. You would have to be there to know. Or there's a conversation being had and it's spread around for you to subliminalize it to me. So all of these activities are just like so. I'm watching Outlaws. It's good to go back on certain things because it actually happened again just now. Going back on things and with legal help, we will be going back and doing research on everything. I'm watching the TV show Outlaws on Prime TV, and they stated something about you better hope the law finds your body or something like that. And then a car drove past. But before that, when I was watching that, and I previously stated about that, sirens went off. But as I'm watching it, my device is being hacked and being broadcast, and my neighbors are responding to it. Cars are driving past and responding to it. The Staten Island judicial system is driving past and responding to it. So, like I said, you start where it started. Staten Island judicial system branched out. If there's the other aspects of the government involved in my situation, companies, businesses, but I'm laying, like I said, I'm, spreading shitload of law firms, lawsuits all over the place. So again, this will be another day that it gets uploaded today. The reasons why I can't do nothing about high levels of federal crimes happening to me by civilians, by aspects of the law, by aspects of companies and businesses and all types of shit like that involve celebrities and stuff like that is because of the Staten Island judicial system. This gets uploaded.